We're about to start this match right now between Tommy Lips and Don McClelland from winner's side. This is Don's second match of the day, and we're sort of like, getting into the second round of the day. So kick back and relax and enjoy this match, folks. We got Jimmy Mataya coming with us to join us on the mic, four-time world champion. Jimmy, Pretty Boy Floyd, Mataya, and we're about to start this match. That was Don McClelland on the break. And Tommy Lips has been warming up on the back table at the Rum Runner for quite some time, and Don McClelland, I think, has just been sort of just getting prepared mentally, as they say. So while we wait for Jimmy to make his appearance, I'm still sitting here with AC. And so how's Don feeling today, you think?
Don's diabetic and forgot some of his insulin last night. He kind of had the shakes in that first match, but he escaped. So we'll see.
Yeah, it was a hill match, wasn't it?
Hill. It wasn't played very well. He played a pretty good player. Neither one of them played really well, but Don eked it out.
Other matches we got going on. We got Tom Sanson playing Oscar Dominguez, and 0-0 score there. Also, we've got Grant Gilbert playing Joey Chin. And Kenny Brisman with Jeff Shilder, 0-0 score there. And it looks like Joey Chin's up 2-0 on Grant Gilbert. All right, what are we looking at here? Is he out of line or? No, he's fine.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking fine. No problems here. He's going to get the first game. And that'll be game number 1. Race to 6. So pretty interesting day today we've had so far. We've had I think about 5 or 6 matches that went 6-0. I don't remember this really happening like this in the past couple of years that I've been covering the Mercer. And then we had 5 matches, I think, go hill. If you guys gloss over the scores on the live bracket that we have on POVPOOL.com, you'll be able to see for yourself.
Yeah, it's been one or the other all day long. I agree with you. Last few years I spent in the chat box with the rest of these folks, but yeah, and I agree with you. We didn't see a lot of either-or tournaments or either-or matches like we have today.
Well, a scratch on the break from Tommy. He's looking at that
3-7.
Yeah, there's a 3-4, I think is what it is, actually. And it doesn't look like the 3 can fit in that side pocket.
No, and I don't believe the 4 will carry him off the 3 either.
Yeah, so he's setting the angle up in such a way as to break this 4 ball away, and so that he can make the 3. He's out of the frying pan in the fire.
Hit it, left them exactly where they were.
Yeah, that doesn't look too, I don't know.
The 4-ball traveled far enough towards the side pocket. He may have the combo now off the long rail. Like the 3-4 on the side. Hard for me to tell from this angle. Bit of an unusual angle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure, AC, what he can do there. Well, that's what he did. So, not perfect by any means. Tommy Lips, he lets him back in. Interesting shot.
Drew that back into the 4. That was actually very nice.
You know, that was a fancy shot, and he just made it look pretty routine.
Yeah, there wasn't much question what he was doing there. That wasn't an accident.
Tommy's, I think he got wall sharked there. So he's getting back up, and he's going to try to shoot this shot the way it's supposed to happen. He's playing short side of the 6.
And overcooking it.
No, short side. He's good for the side pocket. I think I would play, he's playing around the ball. Wow, that side pocket, the size of that side pocket, he's able to shoot it in the side like that. And looks good for Tommy. First match, first game for him. And that's going to be 1-0 Tommy Lips. Oh. I'm sorry, 2-0. My bad. How fast time flies. I tell you what, though, I want to take another look at that shot because he really made that look easy. And you know what's funny, AC? Usually when you play shots like that, you know, you want to make sure you know where the other ball's going. So I guess he knew he was going to be playing the 3 to the same pocket.
Yeah, it's interesting, though. The 3-7 was kind of at an off angle, but he seemed to control all 3 balls there.
That was the break again, so sorry we missed that. Wanted to just show you that instant replay. And for those who are just joining us, if you're looking for a bracket for this event, POVPOOL.com, just look for the Andy Mercer real-time feed page. I'm going to put that link in the chat room for you guys. I'm going to put another link in the chat room as well. Use that one too. Please use that one. Use that one first, then use this the first one after you use the second one. How you doing?
Just give me the nod whenever.
Oh no, not you. I was talking to this guy. Hi. How you doing? It's okay. By the way, there's some scores also available on that real-time bracket. And also, I need some game updates. We're going to get some game updates really soon. These 2 matches.
This one too?
Yeah, these 2. What just happened? Oh my gosh, Don. I'm not really sure. It looks like, I think he was trying to hold up so he could play the 8 in the corner. He ended up hitting that 7 ball way too thin and hanging it in the side pocket. Unfortunately, Don is looking at losing half of this match within 15 minutes. And that's going to make it 3-0. What is going on, Don? Yeah, do you see that? He kind of pushed his body into it and not his stroke. He didn't stroke it. He just pushed it. Pushed that ball with his body a little bit. Hey, I heard you have a degree in broadcasting. What are you doing there? You should be here. Hold on, I got Jimmy Mataya here. We'll come later, okay?
Floyd.
All right. Hey, that's a nice shirt. Yeah. Oh, he says he's expensive. I'm talking to Roberto Gomez. You know, he's a broadcasting student. He went to college in the Philippines, got a broadcasting career, and now he plays pool again. How you doing?
I am doing just fine. We just got finished last week with the Doc Hill Memorial, as you know. So a special congratulations once again to Mike Caseman Jr., who won the tournament last week. Went undefeated, by the way. And like to also say congratulations to Jeff Gray and Hector Villarreal, and a special congratulations to Christina Gonzalez. What a marvelous tournament she played. Unbelievable. She was one rack away from getting into the semifinals. So she played a magnificent tournament, and from what I understand, she's also playing in this tournament. I think her days as an amateur are about to come to an end. I was very impressed with her play last week, and it was a great tournament. Now we got March Madness, Daniel, here at the Rum Runner. We had the Doc Hill Memorial last week. Now it's the Andy Mercer this week. It's March Madness here at the Rum Runner.
And a special warm welcome to you too, Jimmy. It's really nice to be here in Las Vegas, and especially nice because that's one of the reasons why I like to come here. I always like to see Mr. Jimmy Pretty Boy Floyd Mataya.
Well, I'm not a player anymore, as you know, but I like to talk about the game. I like to watch the game. You can always learn things watching the game, regardless of it's a professional player like we have this week or amateur players last week. I had never done commentary before with amateur players, but it was a lot of fun for me because in the amateur division, you don't quite know what to expect. It's a little bit different than the pro ranks, so it was interesting for me, and I was impressed by the amateur players last week. Very, very good job.
Did you just see that shot, Jimmy?
I've seen every shot there ever was in the world. Trust me, in case you don't know, the world's a pretty big place.
That was Tommy Lips escaping from Alcatraz right there. We're definitely going to play that one back to you.
And the score in this match is 3-0 Lips.
It's 3-0 Lips, but I tell you, he deserves 2 games for that one shot that he just played. Yeah. Definitely one for the highlight reel there.
I'll tell you, they're hanging from the rafters in here. Hard place to get a parking place. I had to be flown in by helicopter last week. Forget about it.
You know, speaking of which, you know, you say you like to learn a little bit about the game and you like to watch the game, but, you know, I happen to know that you like to play the game, too. Well, 4-time world champion. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Well, I started playing in tournaments in 1965, and come 1993, I said, I think I finally had enough. I think I'll walk away from the game, but I'll always love the game, and to me, it's of all non-physical sports, pocket billiards is the boss. And I mean the boss with the sauce. When you're talking about pool, wow, what non-physical sport is more difficult to master than the game of pool? Boy, if God ever created a better toy than a pool table, I'd like to know what it is. Unbelievable sport. You could play this sport. I've been around it now for 58 years, and trust me, you could be around it 158 years. You're never going to know everything there is to know, and that's what makes the game of pool so exciting.
Well, you know, as with the mind comes the body as well. You'll never get your body in perfect, in perfectly tuned to the way you want it. If you want to play this game consistently at all times, I mean, you're always going to fail in execution.
Well, I always stress to the amateur players and people that are trying to improve on their game, you know, they say, well, I have to play this person, I have to play that person. No, you don't. What you have to do is play the game.
You play the table.
Nobody plays this game better than the game itself, you know. And your opponent, well, he must play the same game, okay? And trust me, it's a very difficult game, very colorful game, very artistic game. A lot of improvising in this game because nobody knows it all. I guarantee you could take the greatest player that ever lived, and I don't know who that might be, but I guarantee you he doesn't know 50% what there is to know about this game. It's just too difficult, and that's what makes it such a wonderful game to watch.
Speaking of wonderful to watch, let's take another look at that shot. 2 rail zigzag kick.
There you go. That's
into
what
the
I'm
one
talking
to
about.
combinate the 2. Now that's a hell of a shot. Tommy Lips, ladies and gentlemen. He's new in town. He's been here for about a year and a half, and he knows what he's doing.
And that's another thing I like to stress. You see that last shot, the rails that he went to hit that ball. I like to tell the amateur players, you want to improve on your game, get a book on 3-cushion billiards because that'll help your game tremendously. Absolutely, to know the game of 3-cushion billiards, especially when you play by the rules that they play today with 1 foul ball in hand. To know something about the game of 3-cushion billiards is a tremendous advantage. So I urge all the younger players to play some 3-cushion billiards. You know, you're not going to be able to use a jump cue on all shots. There's going to be times where you got to go to 3 rails, 4 rails, maybe 5 rails or more to try to hit a ball. And with that 3-cushion billiard knowledge, it helps you a lot.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And as a matter of fact, we're streaming 3-cushion billiards on POVPOOL today.
That's what I understand. I miss my friend Geraldine, your partner in crime. She's over in California right now. And what is it she's doing with the 3 cushions?
She's doing the 3-cushion national championships right now on YouTube, POVPOOL's YouTube channel.
Wow. I tell you, I played a little bit of 3-cushion billiards in my life. Of course, I was mostly a pocket billiards player, but I strolled around a 3-cushion billiard table quite a few times in my life. It was a big sport in my hometown of Lansing, Michigan. And I tell you what, I saw a trick shot exhibition some years ago by Sammy Sangular, I believe I'm pronouncing his name right, from Turkey. I never saw anything like...
Segenayer, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Sammy Segenayer.
The guy Sammy from Turkey, I'm going to tell you what, he can flat dab it. I never saw anything like it in my life. In my life, I swear to you. And I've seen all the great ones when it comes to trick shots, but I never saw a trick shot exhibition on 3-cushion billiards. And Sammy from Turkey was, well, it was just unbelievable. The guy never missed. I mean, I must have watched him for an hour and a half. Most amazing trick shot exhibition I ever saw on a 3-cushion billiard table.
Sammy Segenayer.
Yeah, Segenayer.
I'll tell you what, give that man a cigar. Wow, lights out. I was impressed. Couldn't believe it.
Well, a little cigar for Don McCLELLAND, who takes his first game in this race. 4-1.
4-1. It's not over on a bar table.
No, it's not. We got a question in the chat room for you, Jimmy.
Okay, I like all questions. Go ahead.
Comanda's asking if you've ever seen someone draw the cue ball straight back 7 rails just above the side pocket and around.
Draw it back 7 rails. Wow.
Just above the side pocket and around. In other words,
7.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Come to think about it, I've seen a 7-rail shot.
But
it wasn't
a draw
shot. It wasn't a draw
shot.
shot. This was just kicking a cue ball, 7 rails, and making a ball. I've seen that. But drawing it around 7 rails, that's off the charts, amigo.
Now, Jimmy, let's talk about 9-ball a little bit here. How do you feel about this format? We've got the 9-ball racked on the spot. We're using this magic rack, alternate break. I mean, I know that you come from the old school. Winter break, rollout. I know the old rules and stuff, but this game just seems to be changing every couple of years.
As time goes by, things change. I mean, music changes, fashion changes, and in sports, there rule changes. But in my opinion, I think there's been a little bit too many rule changes with the game of pool. I can understand changes, but let's keep it to a minimum.
Sure. Okay.
One of the big problems they have with tournaments, and I understand, like you say, with the rule change, one of the big problems they've always had with tournaments is the length of time. Things are always running overboard. So I say this, if you want to save time, that's fine, I understand that. But don't change the rules of the game. Shorten the match if you must do that, but don't change all the rules of the game. That part about it, I don't quite understand.
Well, I have to agree with you in a way. A lot of rules make things pretty confusing sometimes, and it just gives the professional player another hoop to jump through.
That's right,
so that
another
they can,
hurdle to jump.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's enough hurdles to jump in the game of pool.
Yes, exactly.
Was talking to Scott Frost a few minutes ago, the defending champion here.
Yes, he
Scott
is.
Frost, I understand he threw a shutout, beat Trace Kane 6-0. Little shutout action there.
Yep.
He's off and running again, the defending champion, Scott Frost. The freezer, we call him.
I bet that's happened to you a bunch of times. You travel to a tournament with someone and you end up playing them. You know, Trace and Scott are no strangers to each other. They're both from Arizona. They've known each other a long time.
Well, Trace plays a very good game. I was surprised to hear it was a 6-0 shutout. But anything can happen. I played in the Mercer here the last year, and I was on the loser side, and I'm playing Freddy Boggs, a very good player. I never missed one offensive shot, and I got beat 6-5. So it's just a tough way to go. You know, you get up there and play flawlessly, and you can get beat. I mean, that happens. You can play good and still lose the match. So I said after that, that's the end of me, amigo. I can find a better place to make a living. I'm not missing a ball, and I can't win a match. Forget about it. Freddy Boggs, he put me on the sideline last year. That's all. He ended my career. I took every bullet I had in my gun and fired it at him, and he said, that's not enough, amigo.
No kidding.
Beat me in the 1-hole, 6-5. I never missed a ball.
Oh, my gosh.
That's cool, though. Hey, I enjoyed watching him play. What can I say? Didn't want to lose, but you know what? I got to take my hat off to the guy. What a great match he played.
Sure.
When you don't miss a ball and you end up losing, wow. Time for a TO, baby. You got to take a TO there.
Yeah. Speaking about TOs, you think it might be time for Don to take a breather, too, after this game, maybe? If he's looking at 5-1.
Well, it's never over on a bar table, Daniel. I mean, these guys are all top-notch professionals, some of the best players in the world. And playing bar table 9-ball on a race to 6 is very, very short. But on the other hand, on the flip side of that coin, it's loser breaks. So when you get down 4-1 and it's loser breaks, or excuse me, alternate the break,
Yeah.
now it becomes very difficult to get back into the match because you don't have the chance to string some racks together. You can only win one rack at a time, and it's your opponent's break. So they alternate the break to try to come from behind when you're down 4-1, 5-1. Very difficult.
Which is odd because we've seen a string of 6-0 matches in today's tournament. I don't think we've seen this here at the Mercer in a long time, the 6-0, 6-0, 6-0.
Well,
I think we've had 5 of them in total today.
You're going to see that in the pro level. Somebody gets loose, you know, you're going to see some shutouts thrown.
But not with an alternate break.
Well, yeah, that's the amazing thing about it, to think you could shut somebody out and then alternate in a break. That's a little hard to do.
Score is 4-2. I apologize, guys. Soon to be 5-2. Tommy's playing pretty good. We do have a good match for you as well after this. And I hope you stick around for it. Jimmy, it's going to be Dave Hema versus Donnie Branson.
Donnie Branson. I call him Donnie Brasco, the snitch. That's what I call him. Terrific player from Las Vegas. Comes to us originally from the great state of Ohio. Got Al Lawrence sitting over here across from me. Guy I call Bumps, plays a fantastic game of bump pool. I mean, he can bank down balls. Hey, he's from Paducah, Kentucky. They play a little bank pool down there. Like to say hello to Buddy Hall down there in Paducah, Kentucky, one of my all-time rivals when I was playing. Buddy Hall, the rifleman, Hall of Famer. And they got another great player out of Paducah, Kentucky, Skylar Woodward. I'm really impressed with this young man and the way he plays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been really shooting up a storm in the Midwest and South, back east.
Well, he's on Team USA for the, you know, playing in that Moscone Cup, so you know that guy's a gunslinger.
Tommy Lips with the break, and the 9-ball goes into the corner pocket, and it's over.
Is it over? No, I think they have to spot it.
Sorry, that's right.
They have to see. There's another rule that came into play. You make the 9-ball in the corner pocket, usually you would be rewarded with the win. But with the change in the rules, you cannot make the 9-ball in the corner pocket. If you do, you spot it up, you can continue to shoot. So that's a big change in the game of 9-ball.
Well, let's see if he does continue to shoot. He's got a long shot here on the 1. He's got to cut it to the corner, and he's still got to come down for the 2. I wonder how he's going to play it. Maybe he's going to come back around. No. He overcuts it.
Overcut the room run there.
Yeah.
I would have been looking to play safe on that shot myself. I think he had an excellent opportunity to snooker the guy.
Possibly a little overconfident.
But hey, if you're confident you can make the shot, get up there and swing it.
645 match, table number 4, Freddy Boggs, Ryan Park.
We got 40, 50,000 people in here tonight. I can't believe it. Fire marshal was in here earlier and he said, hey, I like the action, let them play.
You should see the look on the cocktail waitress's face. She wants to quit.
She's going to make about $800 tonight in tips. I don't think she's quitting. Marvelous people they have working here. I can't tell you what a great job Gino Hill does here every year with the Doc Hill Memorial and the Andy Mercer Memorial. We need a couple hundred more guys like Gino Hill. What a marvelous job he does here at the Rum Runner.
Absolutely world class, this place is.
Great guy, one of my good friends.
Well, Don's on the short side of his 2-ball, and I think he's a little worried that if he makes this 2, he won't have a shot on the 3. He might scratch off a 5.
Yeah, he's not in a real good position here.
He could maybe back cut the 2-ball.
No, then, I don't think he's looking to do that.
The 2-ball's going to go rolling, so he might have to play a safety here.
If he can pocket the 2 and keep his cue ball out of the pocket without scratching, he'd have a good position to play a safety on the red ball, the 3-ball. But the problem is, making the 2-ball, his cue ball's gonna run into the orange ball. That's a 5 ball, and you're flirting with a scratch. I think he's gonna draw this ball to try to stay away from the scratch. You know, he's playing a safety. Good shot, excellent shot. Excellent shot. Check that cue ball out, frozen against the 5. That's handling the rock, baby. That's the snowball. You gotta handle the rock when you're up here in the pro division.
He played a good shot. Played an excellent shot.
Now here's a shot where you can't use the jump cue, and this is what I'm talking about. This is knowing your billiard knowledge. This is not an easy hit on this 3 ball, trust me. This is where you got your...
He's hit the 2.
He's got to hit the 2, okay. Well, this is where your billiards comes in.
It's just a one-rail escape, but you're right. With these rails, how springy they can be. If you spin it too much, oh, we almost made it, Jimmy.
Good try there, good try.
Limited time offer.
What do you got? A lint brush? Oh.
Talking to Gordy Hill
Gordy
here.
Hill, being a comedian.
Yeah, brother of Gino Hill. Pretty soon we're going to be doing what I call Let's Go Around the World. I spin the globe. We're going to talk cities, states, any country. We'll see where the globe lands us. Going around the world, that's what I call it. We'll be talking about some pool.
No worries.
Talking about some different cities, some different states, some different countries. We'll see where the globe takes us, but we'll be going around the world here in a few minutes.
Well, Don gives up ball in hand to Tommy Lips, and it doesn't look good.
He's on the hill here. He's got 7 balls with ball in hand. He is in excellent position in this game right now. Mickey Mouse shot on the 3 ball. No problem getting shape on the orange ball. Now the key ball here is the 7 ball, the dark green ball, the 7 ball.
No, the 7 is the teal ball, the Easter egg.
No, the 7's the dark green ball, okay?
No, that's the pea green ball is the 6 ball.
I know that, my friend. I said the problem here is getting to the 7 ball. There we go.
Wait, you're calling that dark green? That's
light green, my friend. I'm wondering how long I got to work with you tonight. Now we're shooting the dark green. Make this shot here and you're in good position to win this match. He's on the hill, he only needs 1. Oh, he slammed it in. I like that. He's showing a lot of confidence with his stroke.
Yes, he is.
He is waltzing that snowball around with authority. I like that. This is 9 ball. You got to get your stroke loose.
Good stroke. Hampered over the ball like that.
Good position. Adios. Adios in this game, I can tell you that.
That's true. That's true. And that's going to do it. Tommy Lips defeats Don McClelland. And stick around, guys. We got Dave Hema coming up to play Donnie Brasco, the snitch.
Donnie Brasco, the snitch. Okay, let's spin our globe and let's see where we go. Let's spin it around. Let's see where you end up. Oh, wow. How about this? South Carolina. Well, I know a few people down there in South Carolina, and right now I want to say hello to the love of my life, my daughter, Nicole, who's down in Nichols, South Carolina right now listening to the match. Special hello to Nikki. I love you. Listening to the broadcast with her husband, Toby. I'd like to say hello to the kids. Colton, Tyler, my grandson, Levi. He's 4 years old. He's listening to the matches.